the goodness that when it delivers into your hand, it will enrich you. So you come to the house of God to be encouraged every day that God is never late. God is always on time. What I want you to do is, even when you can't trace him, trust him. When you see me as forsaking you, remember I said we never leave you nor forsake you. That if you know him, when you can't even sense him, when God seems to be farthest away, realize he's closer to you than your breath. In this new year, if you are here the first week of January, we said rest in peace. But we want you to rest in his peace. Because when God holds back your blessing, and you know you deserve it, you've been doing everything you know how to do, you are doing what we say to do, according to the Bible, in this 11th chapter of the book of Ecclesiastes, which says, verse 3 says, if the clouds are full, they will pour out rain on the earth. When your cloud, the cloud above your head, the cloud that you have been depositing into, the cloud of your good deed, the cloud of your good giving, the God who said in the book of Malachi, when they were mocking those people who are worshiping God, when those who are serving God were getting angry with God, because it's like, Lord, those who are not serving you are getting blessed. People are not Christians, they are buying new houses. People don't even go to church, they are riding the best car. So what is the point in serving you? The Bible said God told them, I have a book of remembrance. I keep a good record. So if you are doing the best you know how to do, and yet it seems as if you are loading your cloud. You are loading your cloud with your giving, with everything, and God seems so far away. Remember that God is just, and that God never forgets his promise. Remember that God is a slow cooker. Remember that instead of believing all this fake thing you see on TV, all this lie you see everywhere, I was telling one of my brothers, I said, you know, I just thank God that I have told my God I will never do anything to give an illusion. I said, because as our Thanksgiving is coming up in about 4 months, I said, there are things I can do that I'll get up there that day and just be celebrating. Say, look what God has done. I said, I have enough resources to get a really nice new truck. Park it at the entrance of that place that day. Make sure there's no number on it. I just said, look what God has done. I said, I have enough resources to get a building now. I just go there that day and say, we just want to tell you what the Lord has done. We are already moving to our new church. That can seat 200 people. And then you come in there and you kill the people of God. If you don't tithe, God is going to kill you. If you don't, because you're already over your head. And a lot of people are doing that. But we say in this house, the reason why we want to teach the Bible the way it needs to be taught is, anything you do for God that you do without the right reason, God does not accept it. Yes. In Isaiah, I say, these people, they praise me with their mouth. They say they worship me with their mouth, but their heart is far from me. In this house, I will say, hear the voice of God for yourself. I don't get on my knee every day and pray, God, make me powerful. God, I want to be able to give prophecy in church. God, I want to be able to do this. No. All I want God to do is let me show you the light of revelation so that you know the truth. Because the truth you know, the truth you practice is what sets you free. That God will deliver you. That there's no problem that can overwhelm you. Because when God is driving with you, you cannot die in an accident. Amen. Jesus was in the boat. He said, let's go over to the other side. He was sleeping. And when the boat was rocking, they were afraid. It's simply because they did not know what was in the boat with them. How can the God that created the storm die? When he got up, he ignored the storm. He rebuked them. He said, why are you guys afraid? After everything I've shown you, you have no faith. They were like, can you take care of the storm first and then talk to us? No, he talked to them. Then he just told the storm, shh. And they marveled. They were like, wow. This man is truly the God man. That was the first storm. Okay? The second storm. So it doesn't mean what storm you are going through now. The thing is, until you come to a church that lets you know who you are in God, you will end up a loser. And most churches giving us formula that doesn't work. The first storm came to terrorize them. The second storm, because they walked long enough with him, they terrorized that storm. When the storm was raging, the Bible said Jesus was walking towards the boat. The one who know him, he said, you know what? I saw this man speak to this storm before. And he said what he can do, I will do. He said, hey bro, if that is you, ask me to come. The Bible said, one word. Jesus said, come. And he walked on the storm. He was walking towards Jesus. Amen. Until he started focusing his attention on the tsunami. That's what it is. The Bible says the noise of the storm make him distracted. This is the year you don't get distracted by the fake testimony of others. Yeah. You don't want to lose traction to what has attracted you to Jesus. Amen. Most cars, they say they have traction control. This year, your faith is your own traction control. Amen. So you don't want to lose your own traction control because your friends say, hey, God has done it all. And at the end of the day, you realize the house or the car he said he bought and paid cash for, it was financed. But meanwhile, you are having sleepless nights. Drink and say, God, what about me? It's my mother-in-law that is causing this problem. They told me not to marry from that house, that they are causing that house. And then you start blaming other people. The testimony he gave you was fake in the first place. People will do anything to keep up their image. Yes. But when you understand who you are in God, that as long as you are loading the cloud, it will rain. As long as you keep loading the cloud, it will rain. Amen. This guy I want to talk about might be uncomfortable, but in this church, the Bible says we overcome by the blood of the Lamb. The blood has been shed. Yes. And by the word of our testimony. Yes. The first time I spoke about what he's doing for the church, he wasn't here. I said without him, I don't know if I'll be able to keep this church going. That the headache we encounter with the county in this place was unbelievable. Wow. I would just call this brother, I say, hey, they call him pastor at the Florissant County because he's the one who goes there every day to go and appeal for the permit. They will say, do this. He will say, okay, pastor, I will go there. He spent so many hours. I remember the first time I met Uncle Bright. He was there. I was like, every time your cousin, if not for him, we will not be able to get this building. He said, oh, forget it. All he's doing is doing it for the Lord. Are you following me? Yeah. So, what happened was, in 2000, and I'm going to use the story to illustrate everything I'm saying, and then we round up. He came to me in November 2nd, 3rd, or 4th of 2010. He said,